Hi, I'm here at CES with Tae Hyuk at WiRobotics. Hi Tae, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Can you walk us through what WiRobotics is, what it does?
Okay, so we are WiRobotics. We're based in South Korea. What we do is we create products, a wearable robotics technology that we could wear around our waist. We do have other models where we could wear it on our back for posture, but today at CES of 2025, we're advertising the product of WIM, which stands for We Innovate Mobility. Basically, what it does is it's a wearable that is accessible for any users. It aids and also strengthens users to walk more efficiently and a lot more easily.
Nice. Can you tell us a little bit about WiRobotics, how it got started, the background of the company?
Yeah, sure. So WiRobotics started at June 2021 by four former Samsung Electronics engineers, and they aimed to solve problems for elders who tend to have problems walking. So we decided to create a robotic wearable technology that's lightweight and that's adjustable within less than 30 seconds.
Right.
So that way walking becomes a lot easier for them. So that way daily activities don't become much of a burden.
Right. That's great. Aside from walking, I'm sure marathon runners or people who are into fitness, health fitness, or just runners in general, exercise,
Yeah.
how would this solve for them, or is there a problem for them that they could resolve
Yeah,
with?
so we actually started off by having our target audience as elders, those in need for helping for daily activities like walking or jogging in general. But we also noticed that these actually help athletes and also rescue teams in Korea. We actually have a mode called exercise mode where it actually does the opposite of assist mode. Basically, it puts resistance to these limbs over here, making it harder for users to raise their knees up. So that way it becomes like a workout, becomes like some sort of resistance training.
Oh wow, so you could actually put the mode on more resistance, less resistance.
Correct, yeah. It's pretty
And
cool.
that is really cool actually. You could do your own workout at home
Right.
or on a run or in the woods or anything like that.
Right.
That's really incredible, wow. And you said it's super lightweight, and can you tell us more about how the product is made maybe?
Yeah, so to simply put, we have this compartment over here. We have a single actuator, that's the motor, and then we have a replaceable battery over here, but we could also charge it. The battery duration depends on how intense you use it. If you use it at lower intensity, you could use it for about 5 hours. If you use it at a higher intensity, you could use it up till 2 hours. But if you're in exercise mode where it actually puts resistance to these limbs, you could actually use it for an unlimited amount of time because it
Okay.
actually self-charges.
Wow, that's pretty cool. How long, what would you say would be like the everyday usage of this as far as time goes if people are?
I would say long daily walks are really useful.
Yep.
Elders found it really helpful when it comes to just taking a walk in the park
Right.
or running errands at Trader Joe's or
Yeah.
any local markets. Personally myself, I'm a runner. I do a lot of various endurance training, and recovery runs are essential for me.
Right.
So I would use these for recovery jogs, going at conversational paces while adding resistance to these devices. So that way, I don't put too much strain to my joints, but at the
Absolutely.
same time, I'm actually strengthening the necessary lower body muscles around my hip joint.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, I would love to see a demonstration of this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Great.
So we have 4 different modes. I'll take you to the first one. The green color represents standby mode. So this is just natural movement, no resistance whatsoever. But if you click onto this yellow mode with a single click of a button, it turns you into assist mode. This is what a lot of elders use, those in need for just walking in general. So what assist mode does is these limbs helps you to get into hip flexion a lot more conveniently.
Wow.
So there's a torque involved in these limbs, and you could reduce the amount of energy expenditure for about 15 to 30%. So you're actually moving with less amount of work. So for those who are in need of walking at the very beginning stage of rehab, for example, it really helps a lot. But if you want to do something completely opposite, with a single click of a button, you could change to exercise mode. Now remember, exercise mode, it self-charges, so you could use it for an unlimited amount of time.
Right.
Now what exercise mode does is, exercise mode puts resistance to these limbs. So it does the opposite of assist mode. Instead of helping you to raise your hip flexors to walk, it actually pushes your legs down, so it makes walking backwards, walking forward a lot more harder. And by double clicking onto this button, you could actually intensify the amount of resistance. So there's 3 levels of intensity, and right now I'm at maximum intensity. This makes it a lot harder for me to get into hip flexion and just moving my legs in general.
You could see the actual work that these parts are doing as you're even just moving a centimeter up.
Yeah,
That's
so we have like
incredible.
different strings, different compartments
Right.
that makes it, makes it very mobile. You could do lunges
More
with
agile,
these.
yeah.
Makes us more agile, more mobile. That's why we're called We Innovate Mobility.
Right.
We aim to develop mobility for any users in general.
That's amazing. I know you mentioned people could use this after maybe getting into an accident and they could use it for rehab. Do you see a lot of rehabilitation centers using this, or hospitals, or everyday homes, essentially?
Yeah, so we actually have a fitness center dedicated for this WiRobotics products.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so we've been having a lot of elder clients, those who have a harder time walking, mostly people with Parkinson's disease. And we aim to train them on treadmills, having them do personalized strength training. So, it helps to aid, but it also helps to strengthen necessary muscles around our hip joints. So it works both ways.
Right.
And our facility has been doing pretty well in Korea after our first launch of our product. In terms of hospitals using this, we actually had B2G clients where we worked with Korean hospitals, and we've received a lot of positive reviews from them as well.
I mean, even just seeing at CES, you guys have been doing an incredible job, but I just want to say thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for walking us through this. This has been great.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
for having
you.
me.